I'm making a video on how to use this Jebao Auto Dosing Pump. The first thing you want to do is plug it in. There's a little hole in the back that it plugs into, and you just plug it into the power strip. Okay, so after you plug it in, you want to click the middle button, and then you want to click the middle button again, and you want to click the middle button again, and this arrow thing is like your marker. So the first thing we want to do is set the date and time. So let's do that. Today is February 19th and it's 10:56. So 2024 to 19 is 10:56. And this is on a 24-hour clock, so keep that in mind. And to enter it, we just hit the center button. Okay, then after that, we'll want to make sure the pumps actually work. So to do that, we just press the side button, and this will be the manual pump mode, and you just press the middle button to make them go. So what I like to do is, because some of them had the problem where they would put the pump on like backwards, and you'd have to take it out and flip it around. So what I like to do before I get started is I like to go in the manual pumping mode and just kind of put some pressure on the front there, and if it stops working, and it doesn't take a lot for it not to work. Okay, this one doesn't seem to have that problem. That one did. But if it does have that problem, you just take these little clips. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just take them off and you just have to flip the thing around, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So now we know all the pumps work. We're going to press the escape here to get out of that mode. And the next thing we'll want to do is correct the pumps, so you make sure it's dosing the correct amount. You'll want to use your fertilizer or whatever you're doing to do this. And actually, we need to put on the airline hose. I just use airline hose, but you can use whatever hose you want for, I need 2 hands for this. You can use whatever type of hose you want. You really want it to be clear so you can see if it has any air bubbles. But I didn't have 2 clear pieces, so I'm using a clear and a black. And this is just for demonstration purposes. Whenever I actually set this one up, I'll buy, you know, the right type of hoses. Let me get some water here, and this is just out of an aquarium. And you'll want to dip. Jeez. I need a different container. Hold on. Okay, after many issues, I got a setup that I think is going to work. So we just click. We click the middle button to turn it on. Then we'll click the down button to get to correct the pumps. And let's correct pump number 1. And you'll want like a graduated cylinder or a measuring device of some kind that goes up to 100 milliliters. Because, you know, that's the unit it uses for measuring. So to get started, actually, I take that back. You need to cancel, go into the manual pumping mode, and pump it till you start getting water coming out. You can see the water going through it. And make sure you don't have any air bubbles. And whenever it goes, it should be a continuous thing like that. And you'll want to shake it around, but this hose is so short, so I don't think it really matters. So, okay, so now we really want to go to the correct pump now that we have the air and the fertilizer or whatever you're using in your lines. And you'll want to correct the pumps basically every time you swap out your fertilizer if it matters to you. I never do because generally it's close enough. You know, it doesn't, you know, I'm not dosing that exact amounts or anything like that. I'm just, you know, put some in there and it's fine. So now click the middle button, and to start, now that we have all the fluids and everything set up, we just click the middle button again. Oops, I lied. You have to click the up arrow. Okay, let's say this is 100 milliliters. You know, we got it flat, we looked at it, it's 100 milliliters. Let's let this spill everywhere. And whenever you get to 100, you click the down. No, I lied. Again, you click the up. I think my other one, we click the down. They might change it. You know, you click one of the buttons, I'll tell you that. And then you just press escape. And now pump number 1 is calibrated. And you have to do that for all the pumps you have. Okay? So now we can get to actually setting the dosing schedule we want. Woohoo, that didn't take long at all, did it? So we click the middle button, then we go to set program. Just select the program. We calibrated pump number 1, so let's go to pump number 1. And this is how many times a day we want it. It can be 1 or like a billion. I don't know what it goes up to actually. Probably 99. So let's say we just want to do it once a day. So we select 1 and we click the middle button. And this is interval days. So if you want it to dose like once every 30 days, you would go to 30. But I want it to dose every day. So I'm going to, it's going to be 0. If you want it to dose every other day, 1 every, you know, and then it just goes on. So basically this is how many days you want to skip. Is how you could think about it. And I want to skip 0 days because I want it to do pump every day. So I'm going to click the middle button again. And this is where we select the volume we want to go to the new digits. So we're on 1 and you'll see it only goes up to 9. So let's say we want to pump 109. So we'll click the left arrow twice. And if we say, oh no, and then we'll click up once. Then we say, oh no, we actually wanted to pump 100 even. We'll click the right arrow twice and then go down to 0. Okay, so that's the volume we want, 100 milliliters of our substance. So you click it, the middle button again, and this will take you to the time. Let's say we want it to pump at 1 in the morning. Right? We'll do that. Or maybe we want it to pump at I don't know, 11 p.m. So we'll put 23. Yeah, that'd be 11 p.m. It's 23. So we click it again. Alright, now we have a pump that's calibrated that pumps once a day, every day, 100 milliliters at 11 p.m. And then we select all the pumps, you know, whatever we want it to do, the same way, and then we press escape, and you're done. That's it. I what I like to do is I like to get a box for my fertilizer, and I just put it in water bottles, and I put it in the box so it doesn't get like weird stuff growing in there because it's dark. And how I attach it to my aquariums is, this is the intake. This side's the intake, so you'll want your bottle of fertilizer there, and this is the output side. So you'll want your output sides going into your aquariums. And I like to have it above the water line so it doesn't, you know, if something happens, it doesn't start back feeding and overflowing and stuff. So yeah, that's how you use a Jebao Auto Dosing Pump. They come with instructions, but mine's floating. And you know what? That's okay, because these instructions kind of suck. So that's why I made this video. Something I forgot to mention, if you lose power or this thing gets unplugged for any period of time, you have to do all that stuff over again. See, so let me plug it back in. And generally it'll keep the time. I don't really know why it keeps the time, but a lot of the times you'll lose your program. So let's see, once a day, interval day is 100. Okay, it remembered that time. But if it loses power for, you know, like a minute or two, and the blue light goes off, that's the power light. I guess I should talk about this. Power, I don't know what the yellow light means, and then the pump lights, the green ones, mean the pumps are running. I have no idea what that COM light means. Maybe that means it's broken or something. Or maybe that's for like the Wi-Fi enabled ones, and they have these on the non-Wi-Fi enabled ones. I really don't know, but I've never seen it on. So now that it's been off for a while, let's check again. Okay, it remembered the time ish, and it also remembered that. Maybe these things are getting better, because mine, I swear, it's like 3 minutes. I'm going to leave it off for a little bit longer, maybe like 5 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's plug it back in. Time's still right. That's interesting. Program. Oh my god, maybe it remembers better now. Let's check correctness. Was it 44? Maybe they got like a little battery in there now. Because on my old one, and I'll show you, it won't remember shit for like a second. 22. Program. 12. 6 a.m. Right, let's unplug this one. Alright, plugging it back in. Let's see. See? Zeros. 0, 0, 0. It didn't remember. Now I have to set this one up again. So maybe there's like a battery or something. There's definitely something going on with that new one, because, I mean, that thing was unplugged for like 5 minutes, and this one was unplugged for like, 5 freaking seconds, and it didn't remember. And it also removes the correctness of the pumps, but like I said, I don't really worry about any of that. It doesn't really matter that much. You know, those blocks look different. Maybe there's like a battery or something on that guy. I really don't know, but I have no idea how long it holds it for. Maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I'll leave it off for, I don't know, an hour and see. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Let's see. I didn't wait the full hour. I'll be down. It'll remember for at least 30 minutes. Shit. I guess I'll have to wait the whole hour. Alright, I guess I'll be back in a while. That's really good. I mean, I might have to buy me another one of these things to replace that one. I don't think they marketed it any, I don't think they said anything about it remembering better, but I mean, that's a big difference because, 30 minutes is a while. You could like replace an outlet, turn some, mess with some, you could do a lot of stuff in 30 minutes and it'd still remember. Alright, I'll be back in an hour. Okay, it's been an hour, a little over. Let's plug it back in. Time's correct. It remembered. Wow. I think I'm going to wait a day now, because, if you can remember for an hour, I bet. We'll see. Alright, it's been a little bit over 24 hours now. I think like 24 and a half, so I'll plug it in. Remembers the time. 2:06 right now. I think that's 13. Yeah. Remember the time. Set program. 100. 11 p.m. The correctness is the same thing. Wow. That's really surprising. I guess these things remember for at least a day now. I think that's all I'm gonna do, because anything more than that, if you didn't have power for more than a day, I think you got bigger fish to fry than your auto doser. So, but, well, yeah. A lot better than the old models. Maybe that goes away with time or something. I don't know. If it does, I'll write a comment or something on this video, but yeah, it seems to remember a lot better than it used to, at least. So bye.